So I just thought I'd jump on. I'm actually swimming this morning, as you can see, beautiful. So I just thought I'd jump on quickly, just basically, excuse obviously the state of me, basically because I have had no problems with this set of aligners. They're going really well. You can have a little look. Really pleased with them. So this is my second batch, my first one of 17, and then he's going to see me in a couple of weeks, so I will post when I go again, obviously. So yeah, all is going really well. I was thinking, what would you guys like to know out there, really? And I have had some questions, so I thought, why not put them all together in a bit of a sort of slide thing. So yeah, I'm going to answer some of my questions by way of the pictures, basically. So yeah, hop across over, look at the pictures, and I'll explain in a moment. So some people have asked me, they have said, look, you know, what about, I want to go for beauty treatments. Some people have said things like sunbeds. They weren't sure if they'd have to take their aligners out or if they could leave them in. Now, I kind of get where they're coming from there, because obviously they must get really hot. And they do tell you to avoid hot drinks, etc. So I kind of get where people are coming from in whether you should take them out or leave them in. But you can leave them in. So that is a lot less hassle, I suppose, especially if you're at the beginning part of where I was at when I was really struggling to get them out, and it was taking me about 20 minutes. But it doesn't take me anywhere near that length of time now. And I think that 20 minutes was mainly because I had that tooth that was sort of sticking out, and it was a real lock-on effect. So yeah, so the good thing is there, with sunbeds, you can leave them in. They won't melt, they won't sort of, I don't know, remold. They won't do anything like that. So that is absolutely fine. You can just treat sunbeds as if you're literally just going in, having one, and not having to take anything out. So hop across to my next one. Okay, so hot drinks. Okay, they tell you not to have hot drinks, obviously, and that you do need to take your aligners out for the hot drinks. You probably... Yeah, the reason behind it is obviously because of the heat is directly on it, so that's not good. But also, if you think about drinking tea and coffee, it will go into the aligners. It's not really visible, but if you was up close to someone, you may see sort of some, I don't know, some liquid running through it. Different if you're having water, obviously, that's completely clear, that's fine. You produce the saliva anyway, that is basically like water going in between your teeth and aligners. But hot drinks, yeah, it's not good, because they're saying if you drink really hot drinks, then you've got hot liquid on there, and that could, I don't know, disfigure the mould, I guess. So I've never ever done that. I have seen some people's YouTubes where they have risked it, and if you are really desperate, which some people are, for a coffee, you know, and you think, oh, I don't want to take them all out, I just want a coffee, then you can have it through a straw. And sometimes if I'm going around to my mother-in-law's or something, and I've just put them in because I've had, say, breakfast, and then she'll offer me a coffee, I will quite often say, yeah, I'm going to have it through a straw. So I will do that, and it's good because it's obviously through the straw. It's not even touching your teeth or aligners or anything. But please, if you are going to do that, make sure it's not really hot, because you stick your straw in, obviously have a big gulp through the straw, and then I don't want you burning your throats or anything. So I always make sure that it's kind of lukewarm anyway. But if you want to enjoy coffee and you don't want to take them out, obviously that is a way around it, but don't get into the habit of doing it. It's not a good habit to get into. Just once in a while is the best thing, really. So yeah, hot drinks, I'm not going to just say tea or coffee, it's any hot drinks. Take your aligners out is the best practice. But if in an emergency and you don't want to take them out and you're just going to have a quick drink, then through a straw. Hop on to the next one. Okay, so fizzy drinks, very, very similar actually, but I am super careful. I'm a lot more careful with the fizzy drinks. If you're going to have a fizzy drink, I would definitely say to take your aligners out and also to brush thoroughly after you've had that fizzy drink, because what you don't want is the sugar being left on your teeth, and then you're going to put your aligners on. You're basically clamping in those sugars, which then could obviously cause cavities in your teeth, especially if it's like overnight or something. You really don't want that. So if you're going to have a sugary drink, take the aligners out, and then obviously make sure you brush thoroughly. Again, you could have a sip through a straw if you wanted, and obviously the straw will take it straight to the back of your throat without coating around your teeth. Again, not something I want to get into a habit of, but if it's a really hot day and just gasping for something, obviously, it's good to carry a straw with you in your bag or something. You can get some of these better thicker plastic ones that are quite durable, so you can take that with you. But again, fizzy drinks, I just try and stay away from them, because obviously you do need to do thorough brushing as well, and if you're going to be having them a lot and having to brush your teeth a lot, you know, you don't want to just do a quick brush and think, oh, that'll do, because obviously the sugar really clings to it. So again, avoid it, take your aligners out, but make sure you brush thoroughly after. See you in a moment. My very last one to answer all your lovely people's questions out there is the hygienist. Can you go to your regular hygienist appointments? Now this was one that I also raised, because obviously I have had to have appointments booked in sort of every 6 months due to that tooth that was there always being so difficult to clean around, so I would always have hygienist appointments. Now this is obviously something I want to keep up, good dental hygiene, so this is something I was thinking I still kind of want to carry on, but probably won't have to do as much, so I still want to keep my appointments, but I was worried about the attachments. There's one there, one there, somewhere. The attachments, I was a bit worried. Obviously sometimes they do it hand descaling and sometimes they use the machine. Now the machine can be quite vigorous, and I was thinking, oh, are my attachments going to fall off? Are they going to chip them? Are they going to make the attachment the wrong shape, and then that won't mould to the aligner properly? All sorts of questions. But when I asked my orthodontist, Tom, he was like, don't worry about it. If you think about it, Invisalign has been running for years and years now, and they're just developing Invisalign as they go along. So hygienists and obviously regular dentists, they're all used to it. They're all used to seeing attachments. I haven't had my appointment yet, but I think I'm due to go in June. So obviously I will post another video once I've been to the hygienist, but it's nothing to worry about at all. They're all used to it. Knowing me, I'll probably sit in the chair and point out, oh, I've got my attachments, can you be careful? But obviously they are completely used to it. It was something I was worried about. To actually get the attachments off, you really have to, the orthodontist has to drill, and you get all these fibres going everywhere, and they kind of like just drill them off. So if you think about it, one of those little drills for descaling is not going to do anything to the attachment, so do not panic. So I hope this has been really helpful for you all. If any of you've got any more questions, because they're obviously really helpful for everybody, then please do let me know. And I will obviously, I've been on Invisalign now since November, so obviously I've got a good inkling for things now, or if you want any questions asked, it's always handy for all the other listeners out here. So yeah, pop me a question if you have got anything, but if not, I will see you when I have my next Invisalign appointments, and I think I've got about 2 more weeks to go, I think. Okay, have a good weekend everybody, see you later, bye.